And we begin this hour in Rosebank in Johannesburg. The Judicial Conduct Tribunal that's probing sexual harassment allegations against Eastern Cape Judge President Selby Mbenenge will continue to hear evidence from the complainant today. Judge's Secretary Andiswa Mengo has leveled the claims against Mbenenge, saying the exchanges happened between June of 2021 to November the following year. Now, yesterday, Mengo testified that prior to lodging a formal complaint, she actually proposed a roundtable with other judges to address the Judge President and stop the allegations. Canny Mphanga is our senior reporter watching developments for us over the past couple of days. She joins us now live. And Canny, part of what we also heard yesterday is Mengo saying at some stage she even approached the office of the Chief Justice.
Well, good morning to you, Ayanda, and to the viewers at home. Your audio was a bit low there. And however, day 7 of these all-important hearings into the first ever sexual harassment probe in South Africa's judiciary begins at 9:30 a.m. this morning. We heard quite a bit of evidence yesterday regarding the alleged sexual harassment that Andiswa Mengo, the judge's secretary, contends she experienced allegedly at the hands of the Eastern Cape Judge President Selby Mbenenge. Now, there was a bombshell dropped yesterday when she delved through the alleged in-person interaction between the period of June 2021 and November 2022. That is when evidence leader, State Advocate Solueme Skeepers, zoomed into the week of the 14th of November 2022, where Mengo alleged before the tribunal under oath that she was called to the chambers of the Judge President. She then alleges that when she got to the chambers, that the Judge President made a remark of an alleged sexual nature where he spoke of the effect she has on him. And of course, she states, or testifies rather, that this remark was made with President allegedly gesturing towards the front of his pants. She spoke of a bulge that she saw there. Then, of course, she alleged that the top judge requested her to allegedly perform oral sex in those chambers. She said in shock, she then left those chambers and informed a colleague of the alleged incident that had taken place. So this is where I guess the ball gets rolling in the interventions that she would have sought prior to getting to the office of the Chief Justice. We heard evidence under oath yesterday where Mengo stated that she requested a round table which would have included judges of that particular division, that is various locations such as Kabeja, Mthatha, etc. She wanted those judges to sit in a round table together with the Judge President so that she could address the alleged conduct and, of course, seek some form of an intervention. She then testifies that that round table did not take place. And, of course, she then testifies she heard that she was quote-unquote being branded as a liar. Then she turned to her WhatsApp status to expose those particular messages that she says existed between the pair. It is after that expose that she says she made because she felt like she wasn't being believed or taken seriously in her complaints, and then she turned to the office of the Chief Justice here in Midrand, Johannesburg, where she then started the process of lodging that formal complaint against the Judge President. We've heard evidence that that process initially started in December of 2022, but the alleged complaint had been quote-unquote misplaced. She then had to formalize it again in January 2023, and that is the complaint that we are faced with today. Now, we've seen from the testimony yesterday that the January 2023 complaint had far more messages, explicit messages allegedly between the pair. However, some of those messages are not in the expert bundle that is before the tribunal today. We're told that when the expert got that information from the phone, it doesn't include some of those messages that we've seen in the original complaint. When asked to explain what the possible reasons behind that could be, Mengo testified that the Judge President allegedly deleted messages on his side through that WhatsApp option of deleting for all, which could possibly explain why there are those large gaps or the pattern rather, Ayanda, in the messaging changes between June, July 2021, and then there's larger spaces between the communication between the pair leading up to November 2022.
Sure. Given those gaps, Canny, and I imagine given the interest that might exist around those other messages, there might actually be an appetite perhaps to get the Chief Justice to at least comment around what happened with that first complaint?
Indeed, perhaps this could possibly be the reason why Mbenenge's counsel has stated that they wanted to subpoena the Chief Justice, because this complaint would have been laid around the tenure of retired Chief Justice Raymond Zondo. So that could give us an explanation as to why this all-important complaint that was made in quite detail in December of 2022 was initially misplaced, and then of course she had to refile that complaint before the office of the Chief Justice. Another interesting component she explains while going through that process of turning to the OCJ is she creates the impression, or paints the picture rather, to the tribunal that this was allegedly not the top judge's first rodeo. She deals first with comments from the colleagues who didn't seem surprised, according to her testimony, regarding the allegations that she was bringing forth. And then, of course, she discusses the day that she placed that complaint before the Office of the Chief Justice and names an advocate who assisted her with that complaint, stating that she was, quote unquote, not the first. So that is quite important evidence, damning evidence, if found to be true, against the top judge. But that hearing will begin at 9:30 a.m. this morning, where Mengo will continue where she left off with the Office of the Chief Justice complaint, as well as to taking the tribunal through, the process of making it formal in January 2023. Over to you in studio.
Sure, really salacious details continuing to be laid bare at that particular sitting. Canny Mphanga, live to us there from Rosebank for now. Thanks very much indeed.